Kev, why do the sprints got you twerking? And is twerking a thing anymore? Wasn't that like early 2000s? Maybe 2010s? It wasn't early 2000s. It was 2010s. So I am at an awkward angle, blocking the light. You can see the child in his glider back there. Normally, he hates it. Like, he despises the glider with every fiber of his being. But in recent days, he'll tolerate it for, I think he's fascinated by the bears. Is that true? What are you looking at, bud? What are we looking at? He's just sitting there being pudgy. Sitting there being pudgy. He's talking. He smiles all the time now, which is good. He smiles all the time. He can't laugh yet, but he does smile all the time. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I'm out of school. I was going to start these. I was going to have all day sprints today, and then I didn't. Instead, I played Resident Evil 2. And my buddy Finn is working from home, so he picture like, so he requested to see my gameplay, and so he was just, while he's on his business calls or writing emails and crap, he's watching me get killed by the friggin' tyrant. I don't know if y'all played Resident Evil, the original, and then Resident Evil the remake 2. What's up, Kaiju? Anyway, so I'm gonna sprint because as far as I saw, there's nothing huge going on online on Friday evening. It's not a Chatting with Nuts week. I hope it's not Chatting with Nuts week. If it is, then we're ending this in like 2 hours. What's up, Book Dragon? Anita. So I'm determined to finish my book today. That's what I'm gonna do. In addition, I've got to finish taking my driving school online because I got pulled over on the last state trip because I was going too fast because the idiot children were talking to me, so I wasn't paying attention. I'm not used to driving cars that aren't mine, and so when I'm not paying attention, I just go too fast in the interstate. And it's not even that fast because we have one teacher who's going like 110 miles an hour, and I was going like 85 in the 70s. Ridiculous. That's today. Dadgummit, Jimmy. Jimmy's stupid thing is today. I mean, it's not stupid. It's Jimmy's thing, but I thought that was next week. Bloody heck. Well, then I'm gonna cancel these. We're just gonna end it. I don't want to do a little bit. That's the problem. Like, if I can't do it for a long time, I just don't even want to do it. Y'all are going live talking about what? You know what, guys? All right. I mean, ending transmission. Thanks for coming out. Who? Oh, yeah, he's all right. He's hanging out. Well, no. Is he displeased?
He's starting to be displeased.
He's becoming displeased. What are y'all going live for? Said no one answering me. I don't know. So I can't really lift him. I have to like. No, I mean I can lift. I just gotta be careful. Hey, come on, child. Oh, yeah. Hey. Give me a second. Hey. You're no, I don't.
I never
Everyone's gonna watch me drop this baby on live camera. But he hates this angle that I'm holding at. The only angle I'm holding at is when he hates. But I can go him off. There he is. There's the baby. He's very upset. Hey. Look at. Boop, 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 boop. Hey. Boop, 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 boop. You should smile for people. Are you too grumpy? Hey. Are you too grumpy? Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. What is that noise?
That.
Oh.
Playing for-
Boop, 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 boop. Smile, smile. That usually makes him smile, but he's grumpy. Hey. Ooh. Boop, 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 boop. Hey. Smile for everybody. No. No.
You want me to come try?
Boop, 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 boop. Here he goes. Here he goes. He almost did it. He almost did it. Boop. Come on, bud. Boop, 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 boop. Hey. No. Probably uncomfortable. Come on. Boop, 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 boop. Boom. I don't know what that means, buddy. I don't know what that means. You don't want to smile? Too uncomfortable? Boop, 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 boop. Boop. What? You did it. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. No? All right, just be fat then. Just be fat. Ugh. He smiles all the time now, but not right now because he's grumpy. Anyway, it's dark. Christina, you can be seen in the background, just letting you know.
Hi, everybody.
Anyway,
Holding laundry.
um,
Hold up your hand.
anyway, he does smile all the time, just not right now. Nor can you see him like looking at crap. Yes. You what?
Would you like me to put some laundry?
That's not why they can't see him. They can't see him because the camera angle's too high. But yes is the answer to your question. Hey, you want to come up?
No, please tell.
Oh, go mad. Hey. Look at that. Who's that? Who's that, buddy? Who's that? Who is that? Whoop. It does, but he's about to start crying. So you want him?
Let me go get the bottle.
Okay. He hungry. He hungry. He hungry. He hungry. Boop, 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 boop. He has an umbilical hernia, so his belly button's disgusting. It's like sticks out this far. The doctor said it usually goes away, or it probably go away by itself by the time he's 2. This child may have it till he's 2. Nasty thing. In addition, in other news, my collarbone is still broken. I had my X-ray yesterday, Wednesday, and so I said it looks like it's healing. It says it probably doesn't need surgery, which is good, but it's like he's like another month, so another month, another freaking month. And all right, buddy, I agree. I agree. Oh, you're so fat and heavy. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Ooh. No, like it's not the same thing as an outie belly button. He just has a hernia behind his belly button. You can see his hair here. He's sitting. Anyway, when I asked, like, freaking Anita, why did you say, "Oh, I want to have sprints"? When I asked in the Discord if you had to go live in like, no one has still answered me on what you're freaking going live for. I'm supposed to back out and look. At any rate, what are y'all reading? I'm trying to finish my stupid book, but I mean, there's not really a point. Like, I'll have like be able to read for like 30 minutes before I gotta shut this off. What is your problem, child? Get it get like stop. Excuse you. I mean, after guards, after the watch, I mean, death, maybe. I mean, I like the witches. It really doesn't matter. Just not the wizards. Warbreaker. Nice. You can have them and not read them also, just like Sarah. Yeah, sure. I can do that. I still have my favorite books of the last year. ready to go. In fact, I have all of my like the new plan that we all organized last time or 2 sprints ago or whatever is going to go into effect. But I need to I always forget to write down what I talk about because like the last sprint, I can download that, remove the sprint, and then just include what I talked about. I know the second part was me making a character with Jimmy in D&D. I don't know what I talked about the first part of it. And so that's always the problem. I need to write this down because like I can just convert every sprint into an actual video. If I wanted, I can cut them in half and part 1 and part 2. Oh Lord, here he goes. He's mad. Oh, he's so mad. He's so mad. What's the matter, buddy? Go ahead, cry. Show everybody your big fat cry face. Start screaming. Go. Just go. You were so heavy. You were so heavy. Show everybody your teeth. Go ahead. Get mad. I know, bud. I know. I would love to hold you better, buddy, but I can't. My arm is broken. And Christina takes forever. She's always like, I'm getting a bottle. And then I don't know where she goes to it. I don't know if she like sends out to Jamaica for it. Oh, God. I thought you were upset. Whoa, I scared him. He got distracted and I talked to him and he jumped, Christina. Sorry, man. I thought you were upset, buddy. What happened? I thought you were upset. I thought you were mad.
Oh, he's so cute. Hi. Look at yourself. You see that baby? Look at that handsome baby. Sorry, guys. This is my baby talk. Come in. You ready for me to take him?
No. Yeah, he's mad. Take him.
He's thinking about it.
No, he's mad. Take him. Ow. There.
Oh no, not
All right.
really bad.
Yes, it does. Boop, 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 boop. It does sound like that. No, his first word. So yeah, same. So my buddy Macon wants his first word to be baka, and my buddy and Finn wants his first word to be great strength. Though he recently today he altered it and he would like the baby's first words to be cannibalizing, but not the word cannibalize, like the undead from WoW cannibalizing. That. So Finn's gonna work on that when he's here in July. Sorry, I'm having a problem with my my students. I run a club with 75 people and I can't get we have Gulf Coast Jam. You know what Gulf Coast Jam is. It's a music festival here. And they were going to give us, because we're trying to raise money for nationals or whatever, so kids can go. They were going to give us $2,000 if we had 10 volunteers yesterday, today, tomorrow, Sunday. I run a club of 75 children and they can't get 10 people to do this. So I'm not happy. Because every one of them kids ain't got jobs. I don't know. Like, I'm just over it. Like, a freaking grades closed on Wednesday. Literally within 2 hours, I have a kid who's in Brazil. Their family's on vacation in Brazil. Message me on Discord about his grades and then send me an email. Seriously, it was a message on Discord, a message from his dad, and then an email from him. Like all in the span of 5 minutes. I haven't read any of them. I just saw that they existed. I can read the preview where it's like, hey, and I'm just like, it's like literally, like I'm done. Like I'm not in school anymore. I'm not going to check this week. I'm not going to deal with this school this week. And then I had other kid being like, hey, so I saw that you marked something wrong, or you said they didn't have a visual. It's like, okay, well, I couldn't find it. So again, I'll check that when and then another kid, like, y'all, like it's the summer. Like, what are y'all doing? It's the summer. Do something besides check your grades. Good night. Oh my gosh. In addition, finally, so we have a new superintendent. Glory be in the saints be praised. And he's a former 2-star general. So you don't really get to be like that high, I guess, by being a moron. I guess you could. There's some ex-generals that are fools, but that's dementia probably. Anyway, they're finally forming a committee to evaluate the policy that forces us to like give retakes, give maximum of 50, or sorry, minimum grade of a 50. Kids could turn stuff in whenever they want. So they're finally a committee, like where they're going to discuss that. And 2 of our teachers are on this committee, and they solicited input about this policy from the school. And we're supposed to put our thoughts in Google Sheets. And I was like, there ain't no room in the Google Sheets for this. So I wrote a 2.5-page Google Doc, a treatise, if you will, a screed, if you will, on this policy. And then sent them the link. And one of them was like, can we just read this to them and be done with it? I'm like, yeah, you should do that. Because I've been waiting 10 years to opine on this particular thing. Yeah, this is so as I addressed, the purpose, the thought behind it is that if they do not have if they have lower than a 50 the first semester, they can't pass no matter what they do in the second semester. And that's true. But in all my years of teaching, I have never had one child, not a single kid who got below a 50 in the first semester, turn it around and pull out a good grade in the second semester. Never. It's never happened, because it doesn't happen. Because if they failed the first semester, they're not going to pass the second semester because they don't care, or it's too hard, or whatever. And in addition, any teacher worth their salt, any good teacher, if a kid proves the second semester that they've turned their crap around and have got it together, there's no good teacher out there that's going to let that kid fail the class. Like we will go back and we will fix the first semester, because the kid obviously knows what he's doing now. He just had a rough, but that's not what happens. So oh my gosh, the soft bigotry of low expectations. Like, that's all it is. Like, we just have no expectation of these children, all under the guise of grace and compassion. Get out of here. Like, it is not, what kind of compassion and like grace are we showing these children, graduating them without the ability to do anything in any kind of time frame and think, even like to be able to think for themselves and solve a problem. We teach them nothing, and we expect them to thank us for it. It's ridiculous. No, we're doing them no favors by graduating kids who can barely read, like kids who can read on a 3rd grade level, if at all. Kids that can't like add. We're doing them no favors, and they will not thank us for it later. So like it's preposterous. Anyway, that was my I had 2.5-page treatise on this. And I wasn't mean. I wasn't mean. But I did use the word unconscionable when seriously, guys, this is no joke. If a student is caught cheating or plagiarizing, we cannot give them a 0. We have to let them retake it. And the most we can penalize them is 10%. So if a student cheats, flat out cheats, or plagiarizes, not only do we have to let them take it again, we can only take off 10% for cheating or plagiarizing. I told them that was unconscionable. And I also included a line about Augustus, because it would not be something from me if I did not talk about Rome. It is a system that teaches them nothing. You know what? What if I gave y'all a dramatic reading?
Do it.
Let me find it. I don't know where it is. Here, I got you right here. Here, let me read it for you guys. So, it's called APP. I don't know what APP stands for. Assessment, Policies, and Practices, something like that. It's called APP. Anyway, it's horrible. It's awful. It's an awful system. Anyway, problems with APP from my personal experience. That's the title of this treatise. The main issue I found with APP is that it conflicts with our district's stated goal of a rigorous education combined with college and career readiness. Retakes. Policy on paper can't be removed from real-life scenarios, and the truth of the retake policy as it stands now is that it helps almost no one and hinders almost everyone. Because there are effectively no consequences for doing poorly on a test the first time around, the upper-level, college-bound students often use APP as a crutch, electing to study for one test while ignoring another because they know they can just reassess later. This is not the stated goal of retakes. Additionally, the policy can read however it wants, but no student is using retakes as an additional opportunity to show mastery. Instead, they are using it to raise their grade to an A. The lowest quartile students I've found are the ones least likely to utilize the retake policy, at least in my experience. I would assume because they are less likely to be jockeying for their GPA. This does not prepare students for the real world. Sometimes you have to get something right the first time, and when they know they don't have to, they unsurprisingly don't try to. All of our in-service training videos make the false equivalency that we get multiple tries at other things in our lives, e.g. driving tests, SATs, med school, law school exams, teaching certifications, and so on. And so it's unreasonable to expect the kids to be able to. This overlooks a major factor. All of those things listed cost people money to retake. I promise if you had to fork out $400 per retest, most students would get it right the first go. There are so few barriers that children aren't disincentivized against retestings. Additionally, APP creates and overloads teachers who are already juggling a million different things. When retakes are mandated, the teacher has 2 choices. Take the time to write a second test or hand them the same test a second time. It's unsurprising that many opt for the latter option, and the students know that. Thus, the first testing attempt is so they can see the test, know what to look at, then take a second unfair bite at the apple. Crafting quality assessments is not something that can be done spur of the moment, and it's an unfair burden on teachers to expect that of them because some child got a C instead of an A, or a kid that never attends class got an F and just wants to quote-unquote roll the dice to see if they do better. Now, APP as it's written, I feel, is good for elementary schools who need multiple opportunities to show mastery in basic skills like reading, arithmetic, and other low-level foundationals that everything they encounter later will be built upon. But once they reach the high school level, treating them the same seems counterproductive, especially when we are supposed to be differentiating, yet are expected to treat every student the exact same with the exact same policies. High schoolers are not elementary schoolers, are not middle schoolers. They are different students with different needs. Mandating retakes creates soft bigotry of low expectations. When we expect nothing from them, they will give us nothing. Time and time again, we learn that holding people to higher standards gets results whether they reach the bar or not. The Roman Emperor Augustus created an extremely comprehensive set of laws on virtue and ethical behavior to give his citizens something to strive for, even though he knew they would not reach that bar and indeed did not come close to clearing that bar himself. That isn't to say that there aren't situations where students absolutely deserve a retake. There are times in everyone's lives where we get overwhelmed, overworked, and overstressed, or out for a medical or personal or just traumatic reason, or we just plain forgot. We teachers know our students. We know which of our students are on the grind, doing their best, and are just handed a rawer deal than their peers. Teachers were already giving these kids second chances before APP was mandated. But that requires an implicit trust in the teacher's judgment that they care about their students and care about fairness. Mandating retakes simply makes it unfair to students who did do what they were supposed to do. We're punishing good habits by rewarding bad ones. We are not preparing them for post-high school careers because we're not expecting them to learn anything. We're crippling them for life by not giving them tools to be the agents of their own success. This is the opposite of grace and compassion. Mandatory 50s. The purpose of this policy is ostensibly to help those kids who bomb one semester to have a chance of pulling it up and passing the class the second semester. I have never, not one time, had a student who did so poorly the first semester that focus forced me to raise their single-digit F up to a 50 and then turn it around the second semester. That just isn't the most likely scenario. Habits and engagement just don't turn around overnight like that. The thing is, yet again, if that was the case, good teachers would be doing that anyway. We'd ensure the kid who turned it around was able to make up that stuff from the first semester so he could pass the second semester. But you have to trust that we take our jobs and the education of our charges seriously. Once again, we're incentivizing doing nothing. Why do anything when you can literally do nothing and get a 50? Late grades / due dates. Madness! Exclamation point. The students are aware that due dates don't mean anything. Children are not fools. Because they know this, they're in no rush to turn anything in. I don't think it's coincidental that the schools in this district that are A's, as well as Santa Rosa County, which is above us in the state rankings, all have both an attendance policy and a policy on late work. A teacher can literally never close the book on any assessment, any assignment, any lesson, because at any point, usually the end of the quarter, a child will show up and need to take something or turn something in that was due or given months ago. We cannot possibly think we are helping them in their futures by not holding them accountable to getting things done in a timely manner. We all have to get things done in a timely manner. Us teachers have to get things done in a timely manner. Cheating / plagiarism. It is unconscionable that only 10% can be deducted from a second bite at the apple if a student cheats the first go around. What is this teaching? What lesson is a student learning from this? There have to be consequences for things. Cheating is rampant in our high schools, and teachers are hamstrung in our ability to curb it when kids know there's little risk and high reward for attempting it. Does a 0 on an assessment hinder a student's ability to do well in the class? Yes, and it should. If we are not helping them learn about the consequences of their actions here, when the stakes are relatively low, it's in the much higher stakes real world that they will learn it, and I promise they will not thank us for it. Solutions. Take a scythe to all of the above policies. No mandatory reassessments. If you're making up something or turning something in after X days, the max you can get is a 65. If you cheat or plagiarize, it's a 0 and disciplinary consequences. The grade the student earns is the grade that goes in the grade book. This will relieve stress on teachers and send a message to the students that we take their education seriously and expect them to. This will go terribly during an acclimation period, but that goes for any change, and eventually folks will come around. Even if we don't think this will work, what we are doing is not working. We owe it to our district and our students to try something else. So there you go. Hold on, I gotta turn off this freaking music.
Sorry. Baby was crying. Oops.
So anyway, that is my treatise that I am hoping the main points will be given to the school board. If not, I'll go to the school board meeting and I'll read it myself. No, it's not OPP. Yeah, correct. It's ridiculous. Oh, they do. Like the current guy is like, I don't like, what is this? Like his signature on his emails, the new superintendent, is accountability plus attendance equals like amazing. It's like his 3 A's, because he also is looking at that and being like, hey guys, how are they doing well? How are we doing anything if we don't require the students to be at school? How very strange. So it is my hope that we have an attendance policy. Glory be in the saints be praised, guys. Dude, Like, I'll like my job again if this dude can fix this crap. Where? Anyway, it's dumb. Like, they just need to fix this crap. We are not being unkind to them by holding them to some kind of freaking standard, because guys, it's human nature. There is no bar too low that children will fail to clear. There isn't. I have learned in teaching, and again, it's all anecdotal. This isn't like you want your data. Like, if you want your data, I'll hand you some data. The fact that our highest percentage of anything from like all of the state testing is 64% had a pass rate, and it was, I think, like 9th grade something or other. Like, it's pathetic, the pass rate on all this stuff. The people doing math and reading and writing on grade level. It's very sad. But if you want like data-driven studies, you go right ahead and you go over to Bookborn's channel. But I, having been a teacher for 10 and a half years, will tell you what it is like in this particular area. And the fact is, I have had my class be hard and I've had my class be easier. And it does not matter. If I set the bar here, there are kids that are going to do 75% of what's required of them, no matter where that bar is. So these 75% kids, and that's 75% kids, let alone the 25% kids. If your bar's here, those 75% kids are going to do here. But it's not like if you lower the bar to here that they're going to go here now. No. If you lower the bar here, now they're going to do 75% of that, and they're just going to do this. So like that has been my experience without exception. Like, and so I just don't care anymore. They're not. It's because everyone has to be treated the same way, and they cannot trust us to give the struggling students the chances they need. Instead, they give everybody when they don't need it. Like these college-bound kids, like, I'm sorry, they're fine. Like, they're fine. They're fine. These are the ones and hey, parents, like, let me clown on y'all for a second. If your child says, I'm tired, I don't want to go to school. Like, what is this society we live in where parents are like, okay, you stay home then? What do you mean? Everyone's tired. They're going to be tired the rest of their lives. Everyone's tired all the time. I'm tired. Go to school anyway. Oh my gosh. Or a child wakes up and coughs twice because they got gook in their throat from the night. I'm sick. I can't go to school. Okay. What? No. Get your butt in the car and get to class. Yeah. So I went to high school in Florida in 96 through 2000. And I had a great education, guys. Like, and it was a public school, great education. I loved it. And I started 10 years ago, and I have watched it get worse every single year. It's dumb. Hey, find a way to have them pass. Hey, find a way to sit on and rotate, Potsy. How about that one? Oh my gosh. Dumb. Anyway, 33 minutes, 48 seconds of nonsense, right? Hey, so that kind of stuff, that is obviously something that a teacher would be like, you know what? You gave birth. We'll go ahead and cut you some slack. Like, it is, but the thing is, no one thinks, like, the people that think we're fools think that if without mandating, us teachers are gonna be like, no, it doesn't matter. That's ridiculous. You have to trust us as professionals. The plague's spreading everywhere because the plague, the real plague, guys, the real reason is because of how freaking Vince. I clicked on this comment and I didn't without realizing it's Vince. Yes. How you doing, Vince? How's Pericles? I love Vince. Vince, former student. Yeah, the plague is spreading, just like freaking 429 Athens, Vince. The problem is funding. Like schools get funded based on graduation, and colleges, they can't fail people because then people won't pay them to go. When I don't really know why, because they've already paid you. Just take their money and fail. Anyway, so let's be productive. Let's read. I'm gonna read Remains of the Day or whatever. I'm gonna keep this going directly in conflict with Chatting with Nuts to give all the smooth brains something to watch while they wax philosophical over there. Jimmy, I legit thought it was next week. I thought Trish was next week. That's why I started this sprint. If I'd have remembered, I wouldn't have run it right now. So now, because I'm gonna stop it. Got my weeks mixed up. I even saw the thing that said Jared was on your next one, but I was like, oh, that's next week. Anyway, I'm gonna read. Dude, I ain't gonna run a sprint. I'll figure thing. All right, I'm gonna read Remains of the Day. I'm determined to finish that book today, guys. So, so let's be productive. I can get this one. We can get this one done, maybe, and another one before CWN starts. So, because y'all need to be watching. Y'all don't need to be here. Y'all need to be on CWN. You know, we gotta get them. We gotta let people who aren't me feel loved, because me and Jimmy, we make the big bucks. You know, it's the A-listers. Really, I'm the A-lister and everyone else is a B-lister. And then you have people like Philip who are like C-listers. Anyway. Though freaking Jimmy and Tori talking for like 3 hours last night. What's that about? Quit copying. Y'all quit copying. I know. Anyway, let's do something. I'm gonna read Remains of the Day. I think Christina's gonna join us on Sprint also after she is finished with Grouchowus. He's asleep. He's so fat. Oops, I forgot what time it was. And I was in the other room with no I had my phone. So I know what time it was. Whoops. That's weird. Anyway, welcome back.
Great great essay.
Okay.
Why didn't they ask you to be part of the
Don't ask me to be part of anything. Mostly because I hide. Hold on. Christina has me open on her phone, and so I hear a feedback. What's up, Derry? What's up, Matt? What's up, Zilla Green? What's up, Sal? No one asked me to be part of anything. I hide in my room. I don't really like people bothering me, and also I'm prone. I don't know. Everyone knows that I don't know, grumpy. I guess not grumpy. I'm just irascible. Like I get very excited.
You're passionate.
I mean, yeah, but the problem is I'm not political. Like I don't know how to
Cater
like
to the
I don't know how to approach something without being like, guys, this is dumb. Like this is dumb. Why are we doing this? Like this is dumb. And you can't say this is dumb. You have to be like, well, it's not. It's just like what, whatever. Yeah.
say it notice.
Anyway, so whatever. How are you eating? What are you reading?
I'm good. I'm still reading Grapes of Wrath. Apparently, I actually do know how to pace myself with a buddy read because Carlos and I are just doing one chapter a day. And then I just started Boy's Life today, so one chapter in, and I'm really liking it. So
nice. Yeah, my book is good too. I actually read some, which was nice. I got to make dinner during the next sprint, which is whatever.
how far into Remains of the Day are you?
120 pages.
It's like a 250-page book or something like that.
Yeah, about halfway.
Nice.
It's good. It's quite good. I would love to finish it today, so I don't have to keep reading it. I would love to just keep reading crap. Did you got it already? Is it already ready? Oh, just sit up there. I'll make it. Yeah, just leave it out. I'll make it a minute. No.
If dinner's done, we can do another quick sprint so you can eat.
Yeah, well, I mean, talk for a few minutes and then do another sprint. I do need a Praetorian Guard, except they would kill me. It is what it is. I just got to learn how to read. I need to learn how to read stuff again and how to put videos out. Like I just don't know what my problem is. Like I just hate everything and I don't want to do anything ever. And I don't know.
There must be something in the water because that's how I've been for the past few months. And I think I've finally gotten out of that reading funk that I've been in. So
yeah, and it's not like it's not like I'm even disliking stuff I'm reading. I'm really not, other than Claudius the God. But it's just like I haven't read a book
that excites you
forever that I just had to keep. I haven't read one in 2024 where I just had to keep reading. And that's not really the book's fault, I don't think. I think I'm just overly distracted. So
yeah,
I thought you were at your thing, whatever you were at.
Oh yeah, just done.
Oh, okay.
You haven't read House of Open Wounds yet, Alan, right?
No. Did you see the third one? The third one's on Amazon.
I did not see that it was available for pre-order on Amazon. I will go do that now.
That's the plan, Pete. That's the plan, to start a stream just when we are going, live.
Do you remember what it's called?
Day of Fallen. Nope, that's a Samantha Shannon book.
I got you.
Something of faith. I don't know.
I got it.
Hey Sal. Hey Derry. Hey Sim.
It's
so, Alan.
Days of Shattered Faith.
There you go.
No, I still haven't read City Last Chances, or rather the second one. House of
I was
Wolves.
gonna say you're the one that got me to read City of Last Chances.
I know.
How many books have you finished this month, Alan?
This month, I finished one in May.
Hey, Christina. Hey, Atticus.
Hello. I
Hello.
brought
Oh, he's grumpy.
waking up baby to say hi to everybody.
Yeah, I finished one.
Oh, he turned
this
his
month.
face away. You don't want to say hi?
I did not consent to be on screen. That's what he said.
Anita's not chaotic evil. She's not chaotic evil.
Does that mean she's neutral or not chaotic?
I mean, no. I mean, Anita's chaotic good.
With all the threats of assassination, she's chaotic good. Yes.
She's
See, people, Alan understands me.
she's
You
not.
don't understand.
She's not evil, nor is she neutral. If she was neutral, you'd see her out there stumping on occasion for people who are like, "Is this book terrible?" But Anita has no time for that, which means that she is good aligned. I tried to do that earlier.
Hello.
What is he doing? What are you
So,
weirdo?
He's a little sleepy. He's trying to decide if he actually wants to be awake or not.
What do you think?
hi, Yui.
Big
Right.
yawn. See,
Staring at baby.
Hello, Pete. Long time no see.
Yeah, long time. Very long time no see. Very long time no discussion of tax policy.
How are you?
I-
Ask Sal.
I haven't even finished a single book this month.
Well, the one I finished this month is one that I started last month.
Yeah.
So,
I started so many last month.
Christina, hopefully third time's a charm. In me asking this, have you finished Persuasion?
no, I have not.
she's in the process.
I'm still reading it. I go very slowly. I have mostly been reading it in the middle of the night when little man wakes me up. So I get like 4 pages with bleary eyes read at like 3 a.m. So I'm going nice and slow, but I am enjoying it. I'm liking it a lot more than Sense and Sensibility. Before Sense and Sensibility, the only other Jane Austen book I'd read was Pride and Prejudice. And, I really enjoyed that. And then I read Sense and Sensibility. I was like, maybe I don't like Jane Austen because that is the most forgettable book I have ever read.
I mean, she talks about great, like, the themes of finances for women during that time, great. But as a story, not that great.
I
But that's so
read it
fascinating.
earlier and forgot because, again, that's how forgettable it was.
Yeah.
As I was rereading it, I was like, oh, this sounds vaguely familiar, but I have no idea what's coming up. I remember nothing. And honestly, even now, I don't think I could summarize the plot for you. It did not stick in my brain, and I've read it twice. I don't know why, but apparently I don't like that book. Not that I dislike it. It's just that I don't remember it.
Yeah.
But I'm
It's
enjoying
it's my least favorite Austen, so I can co-sign that.
Well, good to know.
Here, why don't you sit here
I
and
have
talk
more
to
to
these
look
people,
forward
and
to.
I can go make food.
Sure.
Atticus.
Sneaky kind of.
All right, y'all. Y'all can come. Y'all can tune in and talk to Christina.
Chatting with Atticus.
How are y'all doing?
New thing. Good.
I'm gonna bring it down so you can see the baby. Maybe. There we
Trying
go.
to hold him as high as I can.
There.
He's looking the wrong way though.
It's a
Hey.
big yellow
He's
foot.
very fascinated by something that's
This is Alan's microphone. Oh, he's
Hey.
oh.
You like that?
Oh,
He loves his daddy, you guys.
No. Hey, wake up. Or go to sleep. Get your hands at your mouth.
Oh.
I hear you. Smile again? No. You done?
He looks like he's trying to fall back asleep again.
He woke up momentarily.
I think he just didn't want to not be in my arms while he was sleeping. He wanted
No,
to
he's
sleep
smiling.
in
He's
my arms.
smiling.
Oh, we got Tori too. Hi, Tori.
Hey, Tori.
But yeah, how's everybody doing? Any news?
Nothing. I got nothing.
Evie
So.
says nothing.
Oh, I'm getting red-faced and mad.
What about Anita? Do you have any news? What's going on in your life?
Nothing cheerful. I am in the worst reading slump from past 2 months. I haven't finished a book this month. So,
Like all the way through May.
Guys, what's wrong with all of us? We need to unite and get back on it. Like we got to get it together.
Yes.
Collectively.
I mean, like I said, there must be something in the water because it's happening to a lot of people.
June, we are all getting out of slump. It's my birthday month. I refuse to be in slump. I have to read.
Just read a bunch of cozy fantasy. It's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Andrew has this. We just got off the live stream with Quaint Creatures.
Tonight, I'm going to finish that book. No matter how late it is, I am going to finish that.
Wait, you were on a launch party for it and you haven't even finished the book? Anita, how dare.
I haven't either. I have like
False
10 pages to go.
We did
False
not have
advertising.
spoilers.
It wasn't a spoiler stream, though.
I have finished the book and I wasn't invited. So just saying.
No.
Hi, Christina.
So that's something that's new. Andrew has a new book out.
Yes.
Tori, how are you? What's new with you?
I'm doing pretty good. I am leaving on a trip in a week with my hubby. It's the first time that he and I have left and been away from the kids for longer than like a couple of nights since my oldest was born 12 years ago.
Wow.
So
Where are you going?
Kentucky. We're going to go down to the Creation Museum in the Ark, and we're going to meet up with Andrew Wizard and Murphy and Nuclear Katie while we're down there, and it's going to be a blast. I'm very excited.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Kentucky, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Will you be posting any?
Who chooses to go to Kentucky?
Obviously, Tori.
I like Kentucky. There's horses down there.
I mean, so why not go to like Churchill Downs instead of the Creation Museum? Just saying.
I might. You never know. I've been there quite a few times. So, but I might go to the Kentucky Horse Park while we're there. That would be fun. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's fun.
Will you be sharing any of your adventures with these fellow booktubers? Like posting
Yes.
stuff so the rest of us can live vicariously through you?
Yes. Wizard and I are discussing what kind of shenanigans we want to get up to while I'm staying with him. We might film something or
Wait,
probably.
That would be so cool.
is he in? He's in Indiana, so is he like near the Kentucky border, or?
Kind of. So we're going to go like across and then down. So Indianapolis is sort of.
Indiana
Like,
connects to Kentucky?
Yes.
I mean, it's on the way. So
I did not know. Guys, okay, guys. I know I've talked about this online before, but if I haven't, I do not understand
Geography?
spatially where U.S. geography is, especially states like Tennessee, the Carolinas, Virginia, Kentucky, because here it is on the East Coast, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia.
Nope.
Like they're all on the East Coast stacked on top of each other. Like
No.
Not really.
No.
you could have wagered money and I'd have lost it all if you'd have said, "Hey, Alan, does Kentucky border Indiana?" I'd have said absolutely.
Kentucky also does not border an ocean.
Alan, you should
Guys. Hey, guys. I literally just said I know. Like
You're going up the coast, and then all of a sudden you're like Kentucky, and it's like, nope, that's Virginia.
Guys, I know it's wrong. I mean,
to be fair, Kentucky and Virginia look a lot like each other, but they're just next to each other, not on top of each other.
I mean, honestly, most of the people are probably all related anyways. So.
Oh, I yell at
Kentucky and Virginia. What?
I have a better grasp of United States map then, Alan.
Hey, Anita. Hey, Anita. Shut up.
You know,
Hey,
Alan, sometimes you should check real life maps too, not just fantasy maps.
Guys, if I look at a freaking map, I can find every single one of the freaking states. But in my head, look, don't even get me over to like freaking Asia. China and India are stacked on top of each other in that brain too. Like I literally, like I cannot picture it in my head.
That's
Sorry, I'm
accurate though, because they
I'm
share
upset.
borders.
I'll upset the baby.
He's too loud.
Alan, Brian has some excellent oceanfront property to sell you. It's in Ohio.
Did you see the comment from BellTube? No. He says, I have oceanside property to sell you in Ohio.
Shut up, dude.
Y'all are hilarious. What about you, Pete? What's new with you?
I've been reading, and then I think the biggest thing that happened was the interview with Adrian Tchaikovsky, and that's pretty much it.
That
was
is
fun.
pretty legit. When was that?
Time is irrelevant. What? Time is a miasma.
Was it last week? No.
No.
It was 4 weeks ago because it was the
I
Friday
said
when I
last
was in
month.
Orlando.
That's
I
true.
said last month.
No, it was May
It was like the very beginning of May.
3rd. It was May 3rd because May 4th was on a Saturday and I was flying back on that Saturday.
Thank you, Evie.
There you
Star
go.
Wars.
It just
But yeah,
took me a
that was fun.
second.
Yeah, I love doing all the research for it. It makes me like want to do that more and stuff like that. So, and then I had an interview with Tori, author Tori.
Fun.
Yes.
You know, Tori, every day, okay, this is not being mean, Tori. Every day she's on stream. Either somebody else is on her channel or she's on somebody else's channel. Every day.
It's true.
Factually not correct, but I actually took a pretty big break from live streams like in
Yeah, you
March
took
and
like a
April.
3-4 month break. Well,
Like a
it felt
2
like
month,
3
yeah.
or 4 months. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Now you're back at it. Just
Yeah.
hard.
Okay, this is my opportunity to now try and sell
Tori is
myself.
awesome.
That sounds weird, but for Motley Crue chat, Tori, no pressure.
Yeah,
Is it
if absolutely, if you're
But I'm more than welcome to join if there is an open spot.
okay.
And you're at the bottom of the barrel and scraping it. So.
Yes. I also want to volunteer as tribute to Motley Crue chat.
Anitha, we've had a Motley Crue chat.
One wasn't enough.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm sorry. I haven't started doing second appearances on Motley Crue yet. So, yeah.
See, yeah, she hasn't had Evie on, so she hasn't been scraping the bottom of the barrel yet.
It's true. Also, I feel like Alan is the one that has to like break that second invite barrier because he did that with chatting with Nuts.
I have to have him back on again before I can invite anybody else back on. That's how that works.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay.
I love Gary.
So unfair. I asked first.
Tori's Motley Crue.
Plus, I do remember Alan being like, "Why haven't I been on Motley Crue?" And you're like, "It was before it was rebranded as Motley Crue."
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the episode I was on. Yeah.
Which I branded specifically because of Jimmy, because I was watching a Chatting with Nuts episode and I was like, you know, I need to like come up with a thing for this and actually make it like a long-term show.
Exactly.
So, yeah. That was a easy
Christina.
title.
Christina is busy these days. We also are waiting for your review of V. Schwab's duology.
Oh.
She's gonna have to reread it at this point.
So,
But to Sal's point, Christina, if you would like to discuss persuasion, I am always down. So
that would be so fun. Yeah. To discuss persuasion with me. Let's go.
What do people say my name for?
They were talking about how you would be a good person to break the second appearance barrier on Tori's Motley Crue.
I'm a good person to do everything, but no one ever asked me to do anything.
Sorry. We're good.
See, people ask you all the time, you just don't respond to their
I'm
messages.
always the best choice. Look, my doors have to close sometimes. I can't be a freaking 7-Eleven. Like getting the Discord for students for my class and club, one of the worst decisions I've ever made in my entire life. Like,
Shut it down. Shut it down. You can shut it
The
down.
problem is I can't. I now rely on it too much to communicate my will. Like, how will I exert my will outside of school?
If you can't see which games they're on because they're connected.
I
to
don't look
Discord.
at that. I just tag them and say, "Hey, idiots! Remember you have a test tomorrow." So
You need an Allen bot to post
crap,
gifts.
who's
Is that
on
burning?
Twitter?
Yeah,
Oh no!
definitely smells like it's burning.
Oh no.
Is it water?
Is it water? No. It's chicken.
I'll be honest. I've almost done that before. It's called I
What,
was boiling
water?
I was boiling water for tea, and I boiled all the way out. Like it was dry when I got back to it.
Oh my gosh, how long did it boil?
Probably like a half hour to an hour because
I
get
did that
distracted.
with milk as well. Forget what I did that with milk.
Sorry. But milk doesn't, turn into a gas. So burnt milk.
It
We're good.
technically dehydrates. So it's like there's just a bunch of stuff on the
Forget
bottom, and then
Forget milk. We can throw away that milk. The pot is the big problem.
yeah,
That's true. That is
yeah.
also
Now
true.
everything is gonna taste like burnt milk.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Speaking of milk, Atticus's belly is full of milk.
Yeah, he just had a little snack. He really didn't eat that long ago. And then he took a little cat nap and just needed a little snack to calm down.
Speaking of cats, are the animals still completely in love with him? Or they're just like, fine.
I mean, yeah, whoa. The doggies love him a lot. They like to follow me anytime that I have the baby. And especially when I'm in his nursery, like changing his diaper or winding down for the night, the dogs like to be in there. And they kind of face the door, which makes me feel like they're guarding him, which is really cute. And like he's back asleep. And the kitties, the two gray cats, Claudius and Spurgeon, they don't seem as interested in the baby, but Gus wants so badly to cuddle with me while I'm holding the baby. And
The
that's
dogs
not okay.
will start barking when they hear me coming, because I tromp through the house. When they hear me coming, like just walking normally in the house. And I'm like, guys, you are not going to bark when there ain't nobody in here. You are not going to bark when I am walking towards the room that I own, you idiot dogs. Like, you're not going to bark at me. Like, there ain't no reason to bark at me, you fools. Who are you protecting from? You're protecting from me? Wrong, idiots. You're protecting the wrong person.
They are being persistent, and I
No,
appreciate
No,
them.
they're being stupid, dumb dogs. So I holler at them every time. I'm like, guys, hey, idiot, it's me. Who are you barking at? It's me, dummies.
Just think,
Dogs
if they're
have-
barking at
dogs
you,
have
they would
great
tear up
perception.
somebody else. So
Dogs have great perception. They saw that you are mean to Atticus, so they're trying to protect him from you.
No, it's actually really cute how easily Atticus will smile at Alan.
And then the other day, I was home. The baby wasn't even here. Baby was at friggin' my mother-in-law's house. And I was tromping through the house. The door was open to the nursery. They were both sitting in the nursery, and they heard me come out of the bathroom, and they started barking. I'm like, guys, the baby ain't even in there. You morons. What are y'all barking at?
They're practicing.
It's like,
they're protecting the nursery.
you are
Maybe
not
they're asking you to bring him back.
going to bark at me in my own house.
I
Like,
mean,
yeah,
you do fire drills when there isn't actually a fire. Like, it's the same
True.
thing. Yeah.
Yes, because I'm a person. These are dumb dogs.
Evie, stop highlighting that comment.
I didn't highlight it.
I did.
So
Oh, sorry.
I thought it was funny.
oh, he's out now.
He's back and forth. I downloaded the Libby app that I had never tried before, and I've been checking out books that are in like they're bilingual. They're in Spanish and English, and I've been reading to him little baby books in Spanish. It's so fun.
Oh.
And when I finished Persuasion, which I'm reading on like iBooks, it was so classics are available. My next on my wish list, I want to read a man called, was it Uwe?
Uva.
Okay.
I know the movie they changed it to Otto, but I know that's not the original. That's my grandpa's name though.
Oh, that's cool.
But
Cool.
Christina,
What?
because I've been playing Resident Evil, I walked into the garage and I did like a double take because I had to turn the light on when I went in there, and I thought there was a zombie, or that there might be a zombie.
I
There was
understand.
not, and I acquired these.
okay, thank you.
I was
Y'all,
playing
it
a
was
vampire.
Alan, which Resident Evil?
2.
Okay.
Remaster? Alan?
Come
Hold on.
forward, they can't see you.
It's gonna be
It's
the
gonna be
worst.
the worst pirate I've ever seen. Yeah, 2 remastered.
Nice. Aaron has been, or is he still playing it, or maybe he already played it? I don't know, but there's a remaster version that's coming out of a game he just told me about. Silent Hill, maybe. I think so. I don't know.
Maybe. I've heard rumors about that. I don't remember if they actually did it.
I still haven't finished my playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy. I'm way behind.
Is the zombie north or south of Tennessee?
Yeah, they're doing a remake of Silent Hill 2 now.
So
On
that
pre-order.
might have been the one then, Evie.
Which one?
Silent Hill.
What about Silent Hill?
That they're doing a remaster of it?
Yeah, it's coming out in like November.
Okay, so that is the one he was mentioning, talking about.
No, I'm talking about Resident Evil.
No, sorry. I meant my husband was talking about. He was telling me about it. I was like, oh yeah, the remaster comes out.
What's everyone reading? Tori, what are you reading currently?
I am currently reading Nomads of the Sea by Kobe Zucker.
I don't know what that means.
It's an indie nautical military fantasy.
Word.
It's pretty good so far. I'm like not very far in, but
I remember Kay
Nautical
saying-
military. 2 favorite words for Alan.
What?
What?
Nautical military. Like
Oh, I do
both
like-
of them are fa-
Currently, I don't read anything, and I wish I did.
Scary Path.
I do
I know.
remember Kayla saying like, don't get confused by this cover. It is not
Yeah.
like a romance thing.
yeah, no,
Like
it's
Fabio.
the yeah, nope. It is going to
Hey.
be kind of interesting though because the military conflict takes place around an archipelago, which I think is going to be really interesting. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I cannot say archipelago. if
Look,
I
I used to say when I first saw it, it was archipelago. Like that's the first
Thank
time
you.
when I saw it. Yeah, and then I was corrected. I still. Are there any of the words that you guys like don't pronounce? I still don't. I will not say combatant. Like I say combatant, and I always have. And it's because, and I said that word so often before I heard it pronounced. Because playing D&D, there, like, hey, there are 8 combatants in this fight. And I don't know why I say competence because it's combat. It's not combat, but I say combatant, and I always have. And then I heard combatant, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But I'm not going to say that because I said combatant or combatant too much to say combatant. Hyperbole, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So
I can
combatant.
say I can say many words, but most common word is embarrassed. I can say embarrassed.
Embarrassed?
Embarrassed. I can say
That must be how you feel right now, trying to say that word. Look, I'm so glad we're all friends.
I can't remember how many
I don't think
times on BookTube I have gotten made fun of for saying Minotaur.
So
I don't care. I will say it wrong forever because I
So-
prefer to say Minotaur.
So to be fair, I say King Minos. I don't say King Minos. I say Minos, and theoretically, if I'm calling him King Minos, I should say Minotaur, right? It's Minotaur because it's theoretically King Minos. But I don't say that. I say Minos and Minotaur.
So I will just, the next time that happens, I will just tell them that Alan said it's okay.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So,
Arbitrary truth.
I was trying to remember the word that just recently I heard pronounced for the first time ever, and I realized I've been saying it in my head wrong this entire time, or maybe that person's wrong. I don't know. Taciturn. Yeah,
Repeat.
Turn.
Taciturn?
Taciturn, yeah.
That's what I thought it was, and then someone was like taciturn, and I'm like,
Nope, it's taciturn.
It is
Okay.
definitely not
They're
taciturn.
wrong. You're wrong. Never mind.
Taciturn.
So
CI.
it comes from the Latin word tacet, which means to be quiet. And so if you're pronouncing it with Latin C's, it is taciturn. But it's pronounced taciturn. Just like the guy's name, like it's the same root as the Roman historian Tacitus. In English, we say taciturn. I don't think it's taciturn. I don't think that's right. And if I've never heard it called like that. Like what?
I was just gonna say this. The video that I was watching. It's also he's trying to be. He seems like a dude bro because he read Pride and Prejudice for the first time, and he admitted to not reading many female authors. And
I mean, I use the word taciturn, Kev.
yeah. So
What else is on his TBR and wrap ups that he's?
Yes,
We need to
thank
find
you,
out.
Daniel. So this is not actually true. It can be palanquin, but it can also be palanquin because the first time I heard palanquin, I'm like, get out of here with that crap.
I've never heard palanquin.
Okay.
It's
It's
wild.
palanquin, both are acceptable. Seriously, both are acceptable. No fewer than 3 audiobooks I've listened to in the last year say palanquin instead of palanquin. Now, palanquin I've heard also, but palanquin is just as correct. So don't let them grind you down. What do you mean?
He was
I've
asking me.
never heard the word palanquin. You've only heard palanquin? That's awfully elitist of you. They'll kick you out
I'm
of the
sorry,
convent.
I don't hear palanquin on a regular basis, anyways.
That's because none of y'all are being borne by litter on the backs of 4 servants. Now, my main mode of transportation is palanquin, a covered palanquin.
I literally used the word in. You have to. Did Andrew say
I didn't listen to the
palanquin in
audiobook.
Bloodstone? You haven't listened. I should.
That's that. Yep.
Good luck finding the
Both-
word,
both
but
are
like
correct. Both are correct.
I am a physical.
it's in Bloodstones.
Yes, I like pronouncing words in my own head.
So
because
British folks. This word's Marquis in British, right? In British England, like British
You
English.
are the British folk here.
you're
Do
the
you
only
think I
one
was
that's
talking to any of the
Victorian.
non-British people in this chat, Anita, or do you think I was talking to people from Britain?
Just roll your chair around, Alan, and Posh Alan will appear.
Then so no, I hear that. Riddle me this.
Marquis.
Yes, but in what is it? Is it Downton Abbey or in something British? They call it, I forget if it's a movie, a show, or
Very
whatever.
specific
They call it the
reference.
Marquis. They say the Marquis, not the Marquis. They say the Marquis, and I cannot remember what it is. So why is that? What is a Marquis? Because it's the same. It literally is the same thing. And also, okay, so I know this. Y'all are giving me information like that I know. Like you're giving me extraneous information that is tangential to what I'm asking. All right, I'm I'm gonna
They
look it up.
also don't know how to say it correctly. They forgot their,
How to say what?
They also don't know how to say it in the right way from the show, people.
Gail
No,
called
Anyway.
that Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey is not.
Guys, let's do something so I can beat a hasty retreat before chatting that starts. So let's go sprint. Let's do something. Let's be productive. Let's be
All right,
productive.
cool.
Listen, I'm
Tori.
a small brain person. I need this during chat.
I'll Google it while I'm eating. Tori, I need to if I ping me on Voxer if you don't hear from me tonight, I have to ask you a question about something tangentially related to something else.
Okay.
It's very vague,
Cool.
You know what? Your mom's vague.
probably. So
All right. This is a terrible take. That's just a bad take, Kale.
It's a follow up on his previous comment.
Parts of Downton Abbey are bad, but other parts of it are good.
Both me and
No, it's talking
fans-
about a guy. When it's talking about the Marquis, it's talking about a guy.
both
Alright.
Alan and I are fans of Downton Abbey. We
Y'all
don't-
hush. We're doing a quick sprint so we can end this and oh my gosh, hush your mouth, Atticus. Acting like he has a job and has to go to work. Sometimes when he's doing that, I think there's students behind me because that's exactly what they sound like anytime they speak to me.
listen, he's learned his ranting ways from somebody, and I don't know who it could be.
Definitely Christina.
All right, it's just so hard being right all the time. So according to this, Marquis is a French pronunciation. Marquis, the nobleman ranking below a duke and above an earl or count, is either Marquis or Marquis. They are the same. So
Yeah,
okay,
and
now-
we as Americans want to get away from the British, so we have to use the French pronunciation. Since they
I don't know
helped us
why
in the
we'd
war.
ever ally with the freaking French. Boo.
Hello.
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 Shut up. Pete.
I didn't do anything.
Just Pete, not me, who actually broke the seal. Thanks, Pete, for falling on that sword for me.
You're welcome. I'm always happy to oblige.
Hi,
How's
Urza.
your-
Be like advertisement.
How'd you guys do? What's up, Urza?
I read a full chapter, I think. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that chapter was not very long, but I read like 10 pages.
Nice. I also finished a chapter, which is what?
Yeah.
Nice.
I've read more today than I think I have any other day in the last month, which
Nice.
is stupid. It's stupid.
Hey, lack of school children will do wonders for you.
I know, right? Well, cool, guys. Well, thank you guys for joining me. This was way fun. Everyone should go watch Jimmy or carry on with their evening. I'll do some more, tomorrow, maybe. I want to come and read crap. But I'm
Yeah.
determined. I'm not going to be reading the same book tomorrow. I'm going to be done with it. And I'm going to read something else. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. Commenters, I had 5 of you guys on screen this time. That makes you so happy. It's so less lonely. All right. We'll catch you guys on the flippity flop.
Bye.